Good morning. We're on the road, aren't we, Carlos?
We're on the road.
What are we doing?
Fighting with my sit.
Okay, but what's the ultimate battle of the day?
We're going to pick up a car that I abandoned 6 years ago.
We're going to pick up a car that Carlos abandoned 6 years ago, in Ottawa.
In a parking garage by the airport.
Yeah, basically, that's what's happening. So I have a friend called Carlos, and he's not like my other friends in the, I think he's a Mexican gangster, but I love him deeply. And we went on this mad trip in September to rescue a car that he'd abandoned 6 years ago. There are a few gaps in the filming because it was pure chaos, but I wanted to share this story with you. What's happening, Carlos?
The fucking seat!
What's wrong with the seat?
This is wrong with the seat! What the fuck?
We're on the road now, we've got some Starbucks. It was an early battle to find some coffee, but we've got some. But I think that the true journey is ahead because, as Carlos said, he left a car in Ottawa 6 years ago, and now we're gonna get it back. So that's that, really. Hi, Carlos, can you talk to us about your feelings about the moon?
I'm different about the moon.
How can you be indifferent about the moon?
It's just there. That's it.
What do you mean?
Like, people go around and go like, oh my god, the moon is weird, my moon is this, or the moon is weird, my moon is that. It's just the moon.
Yeah, but do you not think that the moon serves as a celestial body reminder that there's life beyond Earth? Like, do you not think it's important for humans to look at the moon?
Only if the Transformers were real. They're clearly not, so...
Well, I've never seen the Transformers, or is that
You have to, just talk
okay,
about the moon.
You have to appreciate the moon, and then I'll watch Transformers.
Okay.
Deal. We're driving onto the Big Apple now. Carlos is not happy about it.
It's white people shit.
You're a white person.
Yeah, but that's just not what I mean.
Yeah, the Big Apple. Well, you'll see. You'll see. Coming in hot. We're coming in hot. We're coming in hot. We're coming in hot. Carlos, how would you explain your sense of excitement rolling up to the Big Apple?
Minus 30.
Minus 30. Well, that's not good. There's a petting zoo. Does that help?
Yeah, actually that does help.
There we
a
go.
lot.
There we go. We're going to see some goats, Carlos.
I love goats.
I've lost Carlos. He might have gone rogue in the Big Apple. Concerning. I found him. There he is. What are you feeling?
I feel like I've been colonized right now.
By the Big Apple?
By, yes, sure. By apples. Colonization.
Colonized by apple?
Yes.
Okay, well, we're going to go into the Big Apple inner belly now.
Can we go inside?
Yeah, we're going inside. We're going inside. This way, this way, this way.
You can go inside the apple.
Oh, well, I mean, you could before COVID, but we're going into this adventure land. How you feeling?
Like I want apple pie.
I think you're in the right place.
My name is Tiffany, and I love going for brunch Sunday to Earl's.
Every girl's dream is to eat without getting fat. That's so offensive. This is an offensive zone. You're getting there, Carlos. I can only describe your current pace as glacial. Why are you so slow? Give us a wave. How does this make you feel, Carlos?
White. I feel like I just got colonized.
You said that. Are you impressed?
I'm just wondering how long to do a big fucking concrete to make it rounded and then paint it red and then... I don't know, seems like a lot of work.
Do you want to go see the goats?
Oh, I do. I'm gonna put my pie there because I want to do those my... I want to find attention.
You're going to see the goats?
Hi, good. Very nice.
you have $1. You can feed them if you have $1.
Hey you, excuse me. You want to talk about Lord Jesus Christ? No? Fast, bro. Fast. You gotta slow down the high. Seriously.
Okay, so at this point we were rolling into Ottawa, and what I don't think we captured on camera was the explanation that Carlos had had a bad breakup around 6 years before, and he didn't want his girlfriend to have the car, so he'd left the car in an airport car park in Ottawa and had kind of just been like, fuck this car, but then 6 years later decided that he wanted it back. But because he'd left it in an airport car park, there was a fee associated. I think weekly it was $300 he should have paid, but he'd left it there 6 years ago. So we were rolling on in to this parking lot, trying to pick up a car that had been there for 6 years, and we calculated that that would have been a $27,000 ticket. So...
Looking for my car. Can't find it.
We've arrived.
Oh, found it.
Oh, have you actually?
Yeah.
Oh, you have? Oh my god. Which one is it?
It's
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
fucking here.
We've arrived at the parking lot where Carlos's car has been for 6 years, and we're gonna try and rescue it. This is it. This is it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Here she is. Okay, Carlos is in the car for the first time in 6 years. How's it feel?
Shit.
Okay, so how are we gonna get them to let us get it out? What's the plan?
I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to play dumb and be like, hey, my car broke down, can I just call a tow truck?
And you think that's gonna work?
No.
Because what's the charge per week?
I owed him like $28,000. He's been here for 6 weeks and he's
then for 6
$300
years.
a month.
Right, so $300 a month. Yeah, about $27,000.
Yeah.
Has that been off for 6 years?
Yeah.
How? So that's him sitting here in the rain and the snow for 6
Yes.
years.
Yes, that's
Okay.
correct.
Okay. Okay.
I finessed my way of paying $23,000 to pay only $400.
It's $27,000 you owed them.
Oh yeah,
And you paid $400.
yeah.
$400.
I told you that.
How did you do that?
I told you that a partner, we split up a few years ago and she abandoned the car and she refused to tell me where it was until I had to sue her and tell her that the car was here. But she was in Poland, so it was impossible for me to get her, blah, 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 blah. He felt sorry for me and he charged me. He said, yeah, well, give me a couple $100. Okay. I said, I'll give you $400 because you're a nice guy.
Feels like a good deal. Yeah. And what's happening now?
There's a tow truck that's gonna come get it and they're gonna make sure that these things go back on the road in a couple days, hopefully. I don't have anything interesting in this car.
I think that this means that he's kicking off. I think this means that I'm driving his car back. Am I driving your car back, Carlos?
Yes, you are driving my car back. My beautiful Lexus back. Hybrid.
What an adventure. We found makeup for me. What is it?
Tropical analgesic cream.
Oh, it blocks pain from hair removal. Very nice. It's the kind of bitches we be dating. This stuff's been here for 6 years though, right?
A large amount of straws.
And a receipt that's completely
And probably
gone.
Probably this was the ticket that is completely white out. Yeah, faded away. Canada, thank you for your visit. Straws.
And what was the coach wallet there as well?
Oh, coach wallet, yeah.
That's what's been left in the car.
Coach wallet?
Past 6 years, any cash?
Yeah. No.
Lunch on You?
No cash. Empty.
Disappointing.
An invitation for a wedding.
Oh, let's go.
Manny and Angelina, trusting that God is spiritually, they were gonna marry on Oakville in
April 2016.
of 2016. Yeah.
Do you think they're still married?
I really hope so.
Carlos, what's happening now? Could you
We're
just let us
having a
know?
little celebration beer because
By the side of the road, I may add.
yeah, because it only cost us $400 to get the car back,
Yeah, we know this bit.
and then.
But why are we having a beer?
Because we're celebrating.
But what are we waiting for now?
Oh, we're waiting for the tow truck. The tow truck is gonna come here. It's gonna pick up the car. It's gonna take it to the mechanic, and then we're gonna leave it there. And then we're gonna go ahead and live our best lives until the car is ready to be back on the road.
And you're both drinking steins. Hi.
Hello.
An assistant in this chaos. I guess we all need a cheers then.
Cheers.
This thing is heavy. I can barely hold it.
The tow truck is arriving earlier than anticipated. This man is chugging a litre of beer.
Yo, how'd you do that so fast? I can't even look.
Ready.
She works. The engine works. No one saw this coming. Nobody saw this coming. So we might have celebrated a bit too soon. We're here with the tow truck, but the guy towing the car has realised that the license plates are 6 years out of date, and he's saying he won't tow it. Once again, Carlos is sweet talking his way out of it. We'll see what happens. And they're about to try and start the car. It's been sitting here for 6 years, so we don't have a lot of hope.
No, it was dirty, bro. Bro, it has 65K. I had it for 8 months. 65K.
What is happening? Can you give us an update?
So we're gonna leave the car here.
Yeah.
Mechanic overnight. Should hopefully be done by tomorrow.
Great.
They're gonna call us, see how much all the work is done to get on the road. And yeah.
And that's
hopefully
that.
You guys will be on the way to Toronto tomorrow.
And thank you, Sky.
Sky's Garage.
Okay, so the car's going to be ready tomorrow. Is that
Car's
right?
gonna be ready tomorrow.
Yeah.
They even bought a mirror for me because there was no side mirror. They
Oh,
already ordered.
they got what? They already ordered it?
Yeah,
That
they got
saves you a
it.
big
So I have a
problem.
beer coming. Right now we're gonna go to a nice brewery, have now our celebration lunch and a nice beer. Then we're gonna head to Montreal. We're gonna go to a water cocktail club and we're gonna have a great night. And then tomorrow we're gonna go pick up our car. But maybe we can go to have a nice spa day before we pick it up. The Big Apple.
Oh, really?
So what's happening here? Are you finally opening your apple pie?
Try my apple pie of the colonization place that we went to called the Big Apple. I felt like I was being colonized when I was there.
You've said that so many times, it won't even be funny in this video.
I don't know, but oh shit, it's actually good.
Yeah, see? And how does it pair with a beer? With a hoppy lager?
10 out of 10 will recommend, will come again. It's a 2015 Hyundai Elantra. Yeah. Yes, I am. That's right, but I want to speak to you about that because she lived in Alberta. So the car right now, as right now, has Alberta plates. But I'm planning to change it back to Ontario and put the ownership in Ontario as soon as I get back to the city. I cannot do this from Ottawa, but I need to drive the car back from Ottawa. So I want to insure it with the current ownership and the place that has right now. And in a week, well, less than a week, because I plan to do this as soon as I get back to the city, I want to put it into Ontario and Ontario place and Ontario ownership.
Give us the update, Carlos.
The update is that I just called my insurance broker, which she's a very sweet old lady. She's like 70-something years old, and she always yells at me, telling me like very specific, like I was 5 years old. So the car is gonna be insured tomorrow, so we can drive the car back. But yeah, that was a very lovely conversation. She yells at me. She tells me I'm a very responsible driver, and she actually speaks like she was like an old granny, but
Like your mother?
worse.
Oh shit, your mum was the one who reminded you you had a car out here anyway.
Yes, but this lady is very mean to me, but she gets me the best rates.
Okay.
Best rates.
Good on her. What's her name?
Antoinette.
Shout out Antoinette. What's happening here, Carlos?
We're having a little celebration champagne.
Is it because you saved yourself $27,000
It
today?
is, it is. I also, the old lady from my insurance, insured me already.
She did.
The car is ready to go.
She was angry with you though, she was pissed.
She called and yelled at me, say like, why you haven't sent me the papers you say 15 minutes ago? But anyways, cheers for a fun weekend.
Well, and now we're in, well, it's Monday. Ooh! Cheers to Monday in Montreal.
With weird glasses.
So, yeah, the Airbnb was saying it doesn't have glasses, which is a shame. But we're off to meet some friends at Water Cocktail Club, have some champagne. It's a good time. Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you, everyone.
Unfortunately, that's what the company said, that it was a cancellation for not paying.
That's ridiculous.
But listen, there's no point in worrying now. Trust me that when your renewal comes, I hope it's gone down.
Okay, thank you.
All we'll do is we'll make sure that I can give you the lowest price with our company.
I know.
You know, some companies will not take you, especially if they see a cancellation for non-paying the last 3 years, okay? They won't take you. So, you know, unfortunately, if it was a misunderstanding between you and the bank, you know, they don't care. According to them, they couldn't get your money, you know?
That's so annoying.
Okay, so listen. I mean, I'm hoping it will go down. I mean, what? You're how old are you here?
33.
Yeah. Okay. So, you know, now you're going on the straight and narrow, right?
Oh, yes, I am.
And when this renewal comes, it will come sometime in December. May even be more money now because we're adding a second car.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Okay, we're adding a second car, so it's going to be more money.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm asking you, are you planning to sell it in the next
No,
month?
no, I actually been doing quite good for myself lately. I have 2 restaurants now, and money is good.
That is wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I can't say that for other 33-year-olds, I'll tell you.
Thank you.
Because I know a lot of them that aren't even working at 33 years old, you know?
Yeah, I understand that.
Carlos,
Yes.
did you take a phone call from lovely Antoinette
I just did.
when you promised her you'd be on the straight and narrow?
Yes.
But you promised her you'd be on the straight and narrow by balancing your phone on the bottle of tequila.
She's been driving. Doesn't mean that my life is on narrow.
Ah!
Oh, there's a fucking spider in the fucking car, and it won't go away.
Mm-hmm.
I love the spider.
I think it's gone. You want to get back in the car?
Oh my God.
You want to get back in the car, Carlos? What happened?
There was a spider in the car.
And how did you react?
I pull over, be gentle to the spider, try to shoot the spider, it wouldn't go away, try to kill the spider, but I don't think I killed it, and I just lost eyesight of it, which bothers me right now because I'm gonna be subconsciously thinking that spider is somewhere here. And I can see it. It bothers me. What if it's in my pants, or what if it's somewhere here and I can't see it, and then it just shows up in the middle of the road and I'm like, ah, and then we crash and die.
Oh, that is a concern.
Right?
Let's go. Where are we going, Carlos?
We're going to spa to go back to life because
Yeah.
we have a night of heavily drinking tonight.
Yeah.
We drink a lot of that water cocktail, then we came back to the Catfish and BRB. We got more drunk. You were hanging out the fucking pipes.
Oh yeah, I was.
So we're going back to the spa. We're gonna have a nice spa day and then dinner.
Are we gonna sweat out the champagne?
3 bottles of champagne were consumed last night, and a large amount of cocktails, which resulted in a $700 bill at the water cocktail club.
Who paid for that?
I did.
Because you saved $27,000, didn't you?
I did.
Whoop! What's happening, Carlos?
I got a quote for the mechanic to get the car.
Yeah.
It's like $3,000, but there's things that are unnecessary that I don't need to do right now. I can do it down the road. Like they're telling me like, oh, windshield, the old fucking paper stick. Like, I don't need that shit right now. I say get it back in the road. I never say I want to have it like 1000%. I say I just need to get it back in the road. So I have to call these people and be like, dude, that's not what I meant. Just make sure the car fucking runs and doesn't die. And then I figure it out later. So.
And you're gonna call them now? Is that what's happening? What are you thinking?
I'm gonna call them now, but
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of the road right now, so we're gonna stop to get gas. I'm gonna give them a call. I'm gonna tell them what I want to get fixed, and that's it.
Okay, very good.
Very good.
Then we go to spa. What's happening now, Carlos?
We're going for dinner.
Where are we going for dinner?
We're going to Riviera.
Yeah?
Riviera was like the top 10 best restaurants in Canada at some time.
Yeah?
Looking forward for a nice seafood platter.
Yeah?
And then unfortunately we got bad news that the car won't be ready until tomorrow at 6 p.m. So we're gonna have to send Miss Rebecca home earlier than expected. He's gonna have to drive alone.
Rebecca Jane Felgate will be driving Carlos's car,
Yes.
and you'll be joining me tomorrow
Yes.
in your new car.
In
Well,
my
your
new
new
car.
old car, your new old
My
rescue
new
car.
car that I will have to get all the shit done for it, as I was asked by our friend Bernadette.
And how was the spa?
It was fantastic. Oh, great time.
Great.
I feel very relaxed.
Good, I'm very good.
I didn't film this spa bit because you weren't supposed to take your phones in, but we had a lovely time at the Nordic Spa, which I've been back to since, and it was an absolute joy. Carlos was just being classic Carlos the whole time, having a margarita, not being a man who can chill out, and I was floating in the flotation area. It was great.
What are you doing, Carlos? Why are you so silent? I don't trust you. What's happening?
I'm ready to dig into these beautiful crab legs, this Mr. Lobster dishes, and this, and a delicious tartare. It's a celebration dinner. We couldn't have done it without the real MVP here, Mr. Marvin, and our designated driver,
Me.
Dude.
Okay, so it is 9 p.m. in Ottawa. The garage called and said that they couldn't have the car ready today, so it's got to be driven back tomorrow. But I've got to work tomorrow, and there's a lot of rain forecasted, so I'm going to drive through the night. I'm going to drive Carlos's main car through the night back to Toronto before the rain, because it seems stupid just to get up at 4 a.m. to drive back in rain. I may as well drive now. So I'm gonna be, this is where we part ways for now.
Yeah,
isn't it?
the car's gonna be ready tomorrow at 6, so it's gonna be undocumented, but
PM. Will you,
Yes.
maybe you have to film some for us, and then will you do it?
I will.
Okay, please, because they need to know.
Did he fuck film anything on the way back? I mean, who actually expected him to?
And we'll see, the story will end tomorrow.
And we'll see what happens. We'll see what the car looks like. So anyway, maybe I'll stop halfway and give you an update. But here we go, on the road. I think I'm due to get back in Toronto around 2:30 a.m. So look who's turned up at my fucking house. There he is.
2 mornings later, lo and behold, who drove up to my house but young Carlos? There he was. So that is the tale of how we rescued a car that he'd abandoned 6 years ago from Ottawa, and I feel like nobody else on this planet would be able to pull it off, but somehow that man does. So cheers to you, Carlos, you crazy, crazy man.